Hi everybody, this is Rev Stacy Hill, and I'm doing a Cartomancy reading for the new year as we approached it. Normally I do a new moon and a full moon, but given the presence of everything that's happening now, the new beginnings, that kind of thing, I'm offering one. I felt led to do one again for this in the middle here, in the beginning of the new year. Cartomancy, again, is foreseeing the future with playing cards. And the cards that I love are the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. They're really beautiful cards, and many of you, if you've ever followed and never seen, they're really a beautiful deck of cards, vibrant colors. They're just wonderful. But I guess many of you check up with astrology as well, and you know everything that's going on in the astrology and this full moon that's coming up in Cancer. So we know these energies that are going on. We know what's happening. So maybe we need a little bit of clarity, maybe kind of see where we're at. So the reading that I done, the first card that we got was the choices. And I'll pull that up there. Just see how beautiful these cards are. This is about choices. It doesn't necessarily have to mean two choices. It can mean many choices. Like you have many options, so to speak. And this one is where we've made our choice. We've made our choices. We are beginning to make those choices. And even though we don't think that we're making a choice, we are. To set dormant is to choose to set dormant. We can either walk through the door, or we cannot walk through the door, or we can walk through a different door that maybe we didn't think was available to us. But we have to, understand that there are choices that need to be made, and not being active and making that choice is still making a choice. We have that free will. What I like to work with people on is the fact that we all have responsibility for ourselves. Where you are is a direct result from the decisions that you have made, and that is one of the most powerful things that you can develop and you can culture and learn. But it's one of the hardest things to actually let sink in and let yourself be fully aware in that moment. A lot of people, when they first realize that, oh my goodness, I am right here because of this choice that I made, because of, whatever decision that you might have made. Maybe you decided to not go into a relationship and you regret it. Maybe you decide that you're in a relationship and you felt like you shouldn't be in it. And then, you decide, why didn't I listen to my intuition? Why didn't I listen to that? But taking that responsibility is one of the most powerful steps that we can make. And that helps us to reach goals and to, even set goals in our lives. So being responsible for yourself and making the decisions that are right for you, not right for your partner or your business partner or your boss, or what is right for you, what is good for you, what are you're the only one that's going to have to be able to wake up every morning and look in the mirror at yourself. So are you going to be happy with what you see? Are you going to be happy with what you've done? So you need to really, really think about that. And then we have here the next card. This is the skies, and this is about, here we go, I'll show you this. And this, as it looks, is your harvest card. And this is basically, letting you know that whether you're aware of it or not, things are going to leave your life that aren't needed. We as humans, we like to expand. We like more. We like to get bigger. Oh, I like this, and oh, look at this. I like this better. So, naturally we want to evolve. That is our state of being, is evolution. So this is saying that, you can make choices, and be it in your court, or they can be made for you. That the harvest season is coming. It's time to harvest yourself. It's time to, put your goods out there. Get rid of the weeds, Sure, weeds are good for weeds are good for certain things, but what I'm saying here is get all the unneeded, the unnecessary, the stuff that just really drains you, it's time to get that out of your life, and it's time to move on, especially if you're setting these big goals for yourself and you want to accomplish things and you want to have the best of things. You got to let go of those things that are holding you back and pulling your coattail, okay? And our next card is the anchor. And you see the two fish. Fish and Lenormand always represent abundance, okay? And this is about always usually about business. Like when you get the fish card, it's always about business, abundance in business. So this right here, I love this card, and this is about, most people are like, oh, this is, turbulence. This is, yes and no. An anchor keeps something stable in the turbulence. So this is saying that as you're working through, your choices, and then you're doing the harvest, you're growing some great stability and some great strength within yourself as you're doing this. You're learning a lot about yourself. You are going to be able to stand in the middle while everything around you is going on. You're going to be nice and steady and grounded. And anchors have always been like a sign of hope as well. So this is like hope for the better future, hope for the goodness, hope for that abundance, hope for that prosperity. So this is saying that, yeah, it's there. You're going to be the eye of the storm. When you make these decisions, you'll see how when everything falls away, you'll see that trueness, and you'll see that security, and you'll see that stability that you have within yourself. Okay, and our last card is the Rider. Isn't she beautiful? Wow, she's just so pretty. And if you'll notice, she's carrying a little letter bag right here. So here she's carrying a letter bag, and she's got a letter in her hand. And this is about messages. This is about receiving messages, about getting messages, giving messages. And it can be about change. It's about movement, because this Rider, she is not connected to the carousel. So she is free of that. She has freed herself from, like, certain bondage, certain, ups and downs. She's learning to ride without restriction, so to speak. So this card is also about swiftness. So, is when you work with energy, you understand that energy loves speed. It loves speed. That's what it likes to do. It likes to go. So this is going to be happening swiftly. All these things are happening very swiftly, and they're happening very quickly. And, if you're allowing the excess to peel away from you, those things that are just, no longer needed in your life, it's going to enable you to be able to make those, it's going to enable you to make those decisions that need to be made, those quick second decisions, those quick decisions, those messages you get in. You're going to be able to understand them better, because you're not going to have the negative pulling, or the talking, the drama, the chaotic stuff. You're not going to have that, because you're going to allow that to go away. Am I saying you won't have, challenges or anything? Well, challenges aren't exactly chaos. Challenges are in that. Challenges, they're lessons. What are you learning here? Through every negative thing that has ever happened in my life, there is a very deep lesson and message there for me that, it took me some time to receive some of them. I won't lie, but it will, in fact, enhance you. It just makes you stronger as a person to be able to say, okay, wait a minute. I catch it now. Okay, wait a minute. I'm listening to my intuition. Okay, wait a minute. I'm understanding something here. So just understand here that when you're getting these messages, it's always quite easier to get them and receive them in a better way, in a clearer way, when you're not being distracted by the rubble that you're dragging around. Okay? And I hope you enjoyed that reading. There's just a lot of energy that's going on right now, and I'm not going to go all into an astrology report, because there's plenty of astrology reports out there. If you would like to listen to one of them, you can look on in New Light Video Magazine. It's in newlightvideomagazine.com. You can find us on YouTube as well, or you can check out many other rasalila.com. They're really good as well, and he also has his YouTube on here, and I'll include these links in the description as well. Okay, so you have a great day. Happy New Year. I hope you got some good positive energy, planning some good positive energy coming up, and I hope you have bunches of abundance, and I wish you much love and much blessings. Thank you.